This here is a Maserati 8CM, and it is a 90-year-old racing car which probably has more horsepower than your car at home.
That being running off of 3 AAA batteries, so.
This car is basically an F1 car before F1 existed. In fact, it predates it by about 20 years. It's a pre-war car. So as you can imagine, the engine is fairly ridiculous. It's a supercharged straight 8 engine, so 8 cylinders, all in a line, which produces 240 brake horsepower, which might not sound like a lot, but when you combine that with the fact it only weighs 750 kilograms and has drum brakes all around, it starts to feel like enough power. In fact, this car is good for 150 plus miles an hour, which is already damn fast. But when you consider that these drivers just kind of wore polo shirts and didn't wear seat belts because it was genuinely safer to be launched clear from the burning wreckage in a crash, you start to get the idea why a lot of people didn't survive this era of racing. Good to see the ambulance is primed there in the background. It knows what's about to happen. Yo, dude, what that hand doing? Brother. But as you can see, we sit fairly high up here and off-center to the right, so I don't really know what to expect from this thing. So we're going to do a nice chill lap, get up to speed in the car, try and understand what it's about, and then we'll see if it's actually fast or not. But a lot of torque from this engine, straight 8, so a lot of displacement means that we can quite easily spin those rear tyres, and we are on, as you saw earlier, basically bicycle tyres on a cross bias ply, whatever you want to call it. Basically a tyre that is so hard that it would probably last the entire season. These cars are designed to slide. There's no aero grip at all, and not very much mechanical grip either, as we're going to see. Just trying to slow the car down there. It's kind of all over the place. But that's the appeal of these things, I think, to drive. They're very, very manual. Oh, Jesus Christ. And also willing to, you know, just put you into war at any moment, like all good race cars are. It does pull fairly hard.
I cannot stop this car. I have a curfew.
Now look at the speed of 200 Ks there, coming up to blue plats. Gonna go down to third gear, so roll the car through, and you see how lazy it is. You have to wait for the car to pick up again. And there is a bit of slip angle there, but you can easily go beyond it. When that happens, you are a passenger. How fast are we going right now? Fast enough. Oh my word, that's scary through there. And now we've got to try and slow it down. Oh, it's barely. I'm full on the brake. I'm full on the brake. Come on. Oh, it's like I meant to do it. It's like I meant to do it. But it's so drastically different to anything you drive today. You have to really think about the corners coming up and prepare for them a long time in advance. The third gear through there, I'm going to try and... You can kind of use the curb. Doesn't like it very much. Doesn't like the curb use. It's just despite how high we're sitting. And in low speed corners, it really is just... Oh god, I tried to flick it there, and oh wow, no! That was like the tiniest of flicks, and I went round. So it feels like the characteristic of this car is it wants to be kind of thrown around, but not really. Okay. Helpful. Wonder if Rebel Tree was alive in the 30s. Let's just say it was as part of the law. Why not? I think my problem is I'm trying to turn into the corners a bit too quickly, and that's leading to the car having a... Oh my god, it's all over the place, as you'd expect. Now, in sim, this car feels fairly lethargic, fairly slow, but can you imagine driving this thing 90 years ago, given that it was capable of these ridiculous speeds down the back straight? I can't imagine what it's going to drive at that speed. It felt like it was wandering quite a bit when I was getting up to the 140 mile per hour range before, but you're doing that with no seatbelt, your entire body exposed to these elements. All you've really got on you is a set of goggles. Oh my god. A car with positive camber on pretty much all 4 wheels to make sure it actually goes fast. For me, this sort of era of racing, it's just twinned with insanity. You know, they always say that motorsport is dangerous, but it was a lot more dangerous. I mean, I'm used to driving these sort of high downforce prototypes a lot, but these things, completely different experience. There's not a twitch so much as a slide or a finesse. Oh, I braked far too late there. How's it going to handle the carousel?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Oh my god. I know I'm facing the wrong way for crying out loud. Right, so far, I mean, none of this circuit is easy, but that was the easier section. Oh, Jimmy. Fine. But now we're getting into a very technical section with a lot of weight transfer, where mechanical grip is king. And so far, this thing has, well, not really any grip. Now, recently we drove the GT40 around here, which is the same, I guess, base idea as this car, but with 30 plus more years of technology on top of it, and it drives not too dissimilar. This just has a lot less grip, but where the GT40 has quite a nice slip angle to it, this is a lot less. You know, you have a little bit of room to slide the car, but if you go beyond that, there's not much you can do apart from just wait for the inevitable collision with the barrier. And of course, in this car, getting launched off into the trees, Wreckfest style. Oh god. Right, we're on the back straight now. Let's see what we can do down here. We're going to then attempt to get my timer up to see if we can set some sort of hot lap. Maybe like sort of mildly lukewarm lap in this thing though. Okay, easy flapper. Where do I start braking? Easy. Oh god, it's not slowing down. Somehow we slowed it down. Right, okay. That out lap was just under 10 minutes. Let's see if we can better that. Gonna try and hold second through here. And my main concern is getting around this in one piece. On the curb, having to really, I guess, just let the car do what it wants to do for the most part here. Otherwise, you end up having just a simply horrendous accident, which, you know, I'm a big fan of. But the thing is, because of the sound of the thing and how it feels, it's sort of a little bit deceptive when you're getting up to speed. You don't realise you're doing 120, 130 mile an hour in this thing. And by the time you do realise, it tends to be a bit too late. Down here, actually, the car feels like it loves it down here. I think this just goes to show how sort of old school this bit of racetrack is. Where you can launch this car down and it feels like it belongs. I'm going to use that curb on the inside, don't care. Oh my god, I used all of it there and a bit more. So I hit the brakes a bit too hard. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Massive testicles. Heck. This car very much proving that it bites. Lovely. Okay, let's try that again. This car is very much tyre limited. What do you expect from a car from the 30s? Oh god. Still alive, still alive, still alive. I feel like I'm getting the hang slightly of where the edge of this car is. So if I can, edge of grip that is. So if I can just dance there for a bit, we'll be good. But it's only a 9-minute odd dance around here, isn't it? So accelerate, 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 accelerate. Different line there, because I want to be able to walk it out to the exit on the throttle. We don't have the grip to come back from it as we do like in a modern car. I feel like I can carry a bit more through Schradenkreuz. We'll give it a go. Will I regret it? Let's find out. You know, that's not too far off what we do in the 330i through there on slick tyres. Please stop, please stop. Try and break in a straight line. Oh, I'm off, I'm off, I'm off, I'm off. No!
And my main concern is getting around this in one piece. I'm
trying too hard now. This is the one. Probably. We're learning every time we do it, so think about it that way, you know? That's the thing of this car, it's quite fun to throw it around, but it's really not actually the fastest way of driving. Even these old cars, they benefit from being smooth, which I'm having trouble with because my driving style looks like I'm having some sort of panic attack at most points. So, yep. Oh, beautiful! Intentional too. Just trying to kiss the white line on either side of the circuit. Really use as much of it as possible. This car needs the room. Okay, big send. Oh my word! Let me find ourselves backing it into Arenberg, just about keeping the car facing the right way. Going to try and straight line on exit. That exit curve is lethal. Going to just straight line it down here. Thing is, the car's really fast down here, but you can't quite scrub the speed off quick enough. Ah, a bit of a lift. Have to do it. And I need to try and slow the thing down for this little complex. You have to start braking so early there. Nature of the beast, I guess, but there you go. Massive bit of chunder steer. Late apex here. the slowest power slide I've ever had. And bear in mind that we're driving around the Nurburgring, a modern version of it, which is kind of usually touted to being one of the more dangerous circuits in the world, given the proximity of all these barriers around here. But imagine what driving one of these cars on a 30 circuit was like. You didn't have Armco, you had spectators. You didn't have safety barriers, you had trees. You didn't have ambulances, I'll tell you that. Okay, we've got further than we've been so far. This could actually be the run. I love this run down here. You're so careful on the brakes here. There you go. Lovely. And use that camber on the inside, or miss it completely. Why not? Both are viable tactics. You really does like to rev this. There's not much power until you get up into the sort of 5,000 RPM plus range. Then it really wakes up. Oh, I'm so early on the brakes and so hard on the brakes too. I don't think this this mod simulates the sort of the brake wear or the heat of the brakes that would happen over the course of driving this thing over a lap. Because I'm really smashing that brake as hard as I can. I think this could be flat if I get the turning right. No, a little bit of a lift, just a tiny bit there to make sure we get in, and then down a third gear, nice and early. Yeah, a bit slow through there. I just missed the camber on the inside, but it's okay. We survived it. That's the main thing. Yep. And then rolled it through. Now the carousel. This kicked our ass on the outlap. Gotta be nice and careful on the way out this time. I do not want to spin here. Can't really go much faster than that, honestly. Okay, now this is the super intense section now. I didn't really hit it that hard last time on the way through just to get used to where I was going. I'm going to try and go a bit quicker through here this time, but there's a lot of just making sure the car is settled before you can do anything around here. And because of all this change of elevation, the cambers, how quick the corners come up on you through this last section, it's really an easy place to have a big incident in this car. Holding a bit of a constant throttle through there before we open it up again. Very nice, okay. This is actually going all right. Come on now. We're now becoming probably the most dangerous part for this car, which is this fast roller coaster past Fansgard and through the Beloff S. Okay, easy through there. I'm going to take second gear. Come on, get back in. Nice. There's third, setting up nice and early as left-hander. Using all the course on the exit, very nice. Turning in very early on the curb. Don't do that. Don't do that, Jimmy. Yep. Oh, fuck it, keep it flat. If I'm flat, I'm safe. I don't think that works, but then we're going to brake super early. You have to set the car up so far in advance. Not on the grass. Don't bin the lap now, Broadbent, whatever you do. You bin it now, I'm never going to forgive you. In you go, in you go. Very good. Okay, so one more difficult bit to come, which is the braking zone after the bridge. But lap time wise, I'm not quite sure what we're on for. Maybe a sub 9-minute lap if we can get through this last section quick enough. We've got a bit of speed down the straight, so it's possible, but it's going to be a big ask to this car. Come on, straight 8. Give me those 240 horses. I want to get my head down a little bit for the aero. Is it working? Past the parking area. Misha's probably filming some sort of video there at the moment. Underneath the Bilstein Bridge. 240 kph. Now how brave we through here. 244 I saw there at the end. Oh, Jesus. That's a bit fast, Jimmy. Oh, I have no idea how that stopped. I was pretty much max brake all the way through there. It just about stopped. Last corner. First gear. Let's go. Oh, 850. Sub 9 minutes around the modern day Nordschleife in a car that is 90 years old. And I was only a little bit terrified for the entire lap. Oh, my word. And this is just why I adore sim racing. There is no way in hell I'd probably have even heard of this car, let alone get to drive and get an idea of what it's like here in sim. It is amazing to see what these drivers used to have to contend with back at the early part of the 20th century. These guys are nuts, is all I've got to say. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. And if you have any suggestions of what to lap around here next, let me know down below in the comments. A big thank you to my Patreons and to channel members. You are very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. Take care, have an awesome day. See you all for the next one.